We're the KNC Masterpiece right here on 105.3 The Fan. And right now, it's time for some Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
Gentlemen, how are we doing today? Happy Friday.
Good so far, Alec.
So
A little
far.
concerned about this Masterpiece of the Week.
Yeah, you should be, because I count close to 10 that have Cory's name
What?
next to it.
10?
So,
You're doing great work here.
yeah, it's time for Masterpiece of the Week. It's the segment where we revisit the wild, wacky, odd, and oftentimes very concerning things that Cory Major says on this very program with a sprinkle
You're
of
the
Kevin
mic.
Nickel.
1 second for the 972. I drive semis for UPS. Tell all my package carrier brothers to stop texting and get to stepping.
Wow.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
All of you.
I like that. But, you know, we have a tradition around here of making fun of people who are not here to defend themselves.
I like it.
We actually have two. One of them's literally right across the hallway, but one of them is in Frisco, I think, unless he's, doing big rich people stuff. So do you want...
Jim. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, it's Tolo Jim, our hero. Do you want to hear from Eric Chiafalo or Dan Hunt first?
I want to hear from Dan Hunt.
All right, Dan Hunt.
You don't have a cut from his brother, do you?
I'm not going to say that. Not
His
going to say
brother
that.
Clark.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs.
We don't, because we didn't interview him,
well,
Kevin.
you guys
we didn't
were-
We have not interviewed him. So
Yeah.
no, we wouldn't have one, Kevin.
Yeah, I knew, Kevin. You didn't have to talk back into my ear.
I
and
don't
tell
know
me.
what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Sure.
Whispering sweet nothings.
Yeah, sweet nothing, very much nothing, because I'm not going to say it. Dan Hunt is very much like people in college.
I hope we pound you into the ground, but we'll be friends before and after.
Dude.
Man, sounds like a Saturday Night Medford special.
Hey, man, no, I'm just watching old WrestleManias.
I
That's
can
pretty
see
much-
that.
yeah,
I
that's
just
pretty
want
much
to
me.
say that Dan Hunt, when he hops on this station with us, he's always great. I really always enjoy him. Everybody was texting in after that interview, and they're like, dude, he's awesome.
He's the greatest.
He is delightful to talk with.
Look, we talked about this before. We did a break with him up here when he brought up a box of contenders from the year Patrick Mahomes, football cards from Patrick Mahomes' rookie year, and we were really hoping to land a Mahomes autograph. And he had another one with Justin Herbert's rookie year, and he loves cards, and he's a fun dude.
And he has a really good sense of humor, too. So that's
Yeah.
good.
That he does.
You should tell him to come back up here with a case of 2024 Panini Flawless WWE. That would be
Man,
that would be
you
amazing.
do have high class taste already.
Yeah,
Bougie.
I mean, I get in the wormholes on YouTube of watching those videos. I'm like, maybe one day I can afford that in 30 years. Eric Chiafalo said this.
We were grinding away at what is hopefully
With each other?
Yeah.
Remember to get that rap song done yesterday.
Yes.
They had to grind. And
Do you think any of the nosebleeds, either one of the nosebleeds, spoke with Bobby yesterday?
probably not.
No.
Well, we can ask him in a minute.
But my middle kid said this song is trash.
Oh, no.
And then my oldest, who produces
Carter's
music,
about to get a diss track
my
on
oldest,
him.
my oldest who produces music, said the beat's simple, but they went hard after Bobby, and I appreciate he appreciated that. So,
All right.
I like it.
Corey,
oh gosh,
yeah, just go ahead and buckle up. You said this.
there was a shot up the middle, and it looked like he didn't even try to bend over for it.
That can make it easier.
That was regarding Corey Seager. Somebody hit a line drive up the middle, and Corey Seager kind of reached out in an attempt to stop it. That would have been a better way. See, this segment should actually be called "What's a better way to say this?" In most instances.
Yeah, and the clear answer would be, if you're going to bend, put some effort into that bend.
Yeah, put some back into it.
Yeah, don't just kind of bend, or else why are we doing this?
Okay, I got some content for next Friday. Corey,
That's valid.
you also said this.
Porta Potty, don't mind the smell. Let's get it on. I feel like that was edited.
No, are
you serious?
I swear.
That's fine.
Did
That's
not
going to be the
alter
winner.
that. Did not alter
So that must have been me like recalling in the way that they were thinking. No, porta potties are disgusting.
Well, you seem to.
Oh, that's not
I'd rather
that's
go in
not
a
the
creek.
evidence I've been
rather
presented
go
with
into a
him here
creek.
today.
Let's see. There's a lot of stuff that's just really alarming from Corey this
Hold on.
week.
Then, Alec, would you describe this as Corey on Corey action?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody just
The
texted,
A17, that's what they said.
you need to replace your hot 5-on-5 action with that. That would be.
I do have some evergreen ones
This
here.
is gonna
Thank you,
be
Corey.
major.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Corey, you also said this.
I don't think I'll ever be horned up enough to want to have an act like that.
What? Oh my gosh.
I think it was the porta potty. I was thinking we're going back to the porta potty conversation. There's nothing
It
that's
sounded
gonna
like you thought we were going back to that Corey Seager conversation.
Hey, yeah, there never can be too many Corys. Yeah, dude, there's nothing that is going to be like, I just can't wait to do this
From the
in a porta
817.
potty with you.
Corey's ready to Tolo go anywhere.
I'm not in a porta potty. All right,
the
most
rodeo.
places, I'm all right. I'm thumbs up for it. Most places, not a porta potty. All right.
See, so
I
now
don't
the
even wanna go-
segment
I
I
don't-
want to do is where would Corey do it?
I don't even want to do it in a public restroom at like a softball field. No, that's disgusting too. Those little metal toilets that they got, that's weird.
Okay, thanks. A popular place in Mansfield, because I go run there, the Oliver Nature Park. There's a lot of people that like to park out there where people think they can't see them, but nope. There's people like me that go there to actually be productive.
So I've always wondered this. All right,
Does it sound like he's a creeper in
the
this story?
roof of a parking
No.
garage, right? The
Uh-huh.
roof of a parking garage. There's usually no cars up there.
True.
Doesn't that seem like a fair place to?
You can see the roof of our parking garage from this building, from our window right there. I can see it right there. So don't do that.
Yeah, Corey.
I want to
stop-
see me like, hold on, is that Corey humping over there? Like, I don't want to see that.
I'm not going to make it through this. Kevin, you said this.
If it was cows having sex in the porta potty, I'd be like, hey,
Makes sense.
yes, I stand by that. I know you think I should.
Cows get in there.
I see. That's the thing. I think you think I should be embarrassed by that. I am not, because it would make more sense than humans in there.
Dude, somebody said, what about the Cowboys training camp porta potty? That really is a nice porta potty. All right.
Oh, it is.
It's
nice.
it's air
That's
conditioned. It's very nice. Still no.
There's a lot of like weird things going on with smell and location, Corey.
There's nothing about that smell that makes the action of sexual intercourse more fun.
You know what else doesn't make it fun?
Stop.
You saying intercourse. That doesn't make it fun for anybody.
You've never pitched it that way? You've never been like, hey, after dinner, want to go have some intercourse?
No, because if you say that, I feel like what's really going to happen is we're going to break out some textbooks and write a dissertation about the history of that. Nobody is saying that to like get it going.
Let's get our anatomies together.
No.
All right.
No.
I hate everything about that. I don't even remember half of these, so we're experiencing this together. This one just says mouth, and I'm scared.
It came out of your mouth. And that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. By the way, no, I cannot see the McDonald's from the window.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side of the building.
So somebody asked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, once upon a time we could. That was always nice. Whenever I was like working weekends, I'd be like, ooh, can I go pull a mic and during a commercial break go get a double cheeseburger? But let's see, Corey, you also said this.
Start with the best package. Which one is the biggest best package? Jeez, dude.
That is about the Luca draft thing, but
Thank you.
offended.
sounds like some of these other clips are making sense when you
Sounds like I'm choppy, junk looking,
yeah.
bulge looking. That's what he
He's
calls
getting
it.
married tomorrow.
I know.
Good for him.
I'm so happy for him
Choppy man.
to be able to trick her into marrying him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Or maybe she tricked him. Who knows?
Ooh, reverse psychology.
Who's the trick in this situation?
Oh,
Stop it.
And who's the treat?
Stop it.
tricks are for kids. Kevin, you said this.
This gal is about to bang me, but it's in a porta potty.
That one segment just got the entire masterpiece of the week together.
It's too good. I couldn't pass it off.
And I could hear the way I'm talking and the way I'm leading into it. It was something like, my answer's no, regardless, or like, who is the woman that you would do that for? My answer remains none.
From Samantha at the 214, I love how you can tell who's listening when we're all laughing at the same time at the stoplight.
Yes,
That's
that
an
is
awesome
the
moment.
best. Has that taken over? Like you look over and somebody else is also going, "Don't stop," and like instead you're laughing at the exact same thing.
That's all I got. Mercifully, I will end there.
I'm going to vote for... See, I wouldn't have thought I needed more clarification on this. I believe this was the second cut you played, Cory, talking about the Porta Potty. But I guess we had a lot more kind of like that.
Yeah. Porta Potty? Don't mind the smell. Let's get it on.
That's my vote.
I was going to vote for the cows.
All right.
That would just be fascinating.
We'll play it.
If it was cows having sex in the Porta Potty, I'd be like, hey.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How does it make sense, Cory?
I don't know. Because I would just be like, how did they get in there? How did they both fit in there?
I'd have a lot more questions than I would answers, but I will answer that we do have a winner. Kevin, I'm going in lockstep with you.
Porta Potty? Don't mind the smell. Let's get it on. We should start every show with that. Just drop that and then play the music.
Oh, man. I don't know if you would be... Here's what I would like, Alec. I want to see if you can infiltrate the payload opening and just start dropping things like that in there. And so then right at the end of his intro, it'll say like what Cory just said. And then Peyton will be so shook going into his segment. He'll be like,
what just happened?
Yeah, what the hell?
That's a great idea. I think I can make that happen.
All right. That is my suggestion going forward.